What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another episode. This is with the fuck all that shit, y'all. I'm not doing no freaking episode. This is story time. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another episode of Simplicity is Tea. It's not an episode. Welcome back to Simplicity is Tea. I am ToriDenise. If you guys are gonna go ahead and pause this video, hit that subscription button and click that notification bell so you can get updated when I drop another vlog. And if you guys are old and returning, what's up, y'all? Y'all already know the vibes. That's why you're subscribed. That's why you're here. Ooh. Dang. Being dramatic, getting you whiplash. Oh, that hurt. Oh, I'm 30. I can't move. Like, oh, I can't move like y'all no more. Oh, that just humbled me real quick. Yeah, I'm 30, bro. Came on here to do a little quick story time because I was in my closet and it just dawned on me. Like, yeah. One of my subscribers and also my homegirl, Misi, they told me that they wanted to do a little more girl talk with me, especially on my channel, because you know, I feel like we don't really correlate the realness of Tori, and I feel like everything is always, hi, I'm tour guide Barbie. I don't want to do that no more. So let's jump up in this story time. Before there was a G, there was definitely a T. T money. You guys can tell by the title. Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all how I went from girlfriend to side chick in a matter of seconds, and I didn't know nothing about it. And no, this story is not about G, y'all. God dang, calm down. Y'all ran over here. Y'all ran over here. Might as well stay because it's very interesting. So, jumping into this had to be summer of 2018. I was getting ready to move to Atlanta, y'all. My ex-man situation, boyfriend, whatever he want to call himself, because according to him, we was never in a relationship. But then a couple years later, he apologized and was like, I was the one that got away. Of course. But yeah, going back to when I met him. So I met this particular person in 2011. At the time, I was dating Christian's father. So with me and the guy was just friends. Fast forward to when Christian was 2. Reconnected with this flame or whatever. And when I say, y'all, this was the most toxic situation I've ever been in. Like, man, we're gonna give him a name. We're gonna call him Derek. I don't know, I just want to call him Derek. So Derek, me and Derek have been on and off since 2014 all the way up to 2018. So that is 4 years of toxic 4 years of toxic, y'all. And when I say, you know, if this story can help somebody out there, baby girl, if you learn anything from me and in my big grown age, although I'm in a solid real relationship now, if you guys learn anything from me, man, trust them signs, baby. Them signs are always there. They always there. I don't care about the potential that you feel like that nigga got. No, take that nigga for the potential that he got now. Take him for who he is now. And yes, people change, but honestly, if you're not a therapist, stop trying to therapy these niggas, period. So me and this guy, we have been dating, and from the beginning it was a red flag. I'm not a huge social media person. And at that time, let's not lie here, and that time I was not big on social media. I just wanted to post and, you know, keep it moving. I was real low-key with my posting. And this particular gentleman, I know his line brother. They are shout out to the amazing men of Omega Psi Phi fraternity. Shout out to my daddy. Shout out to my friends, my goddaddy. Shout out to all y'all, my brothers and all that. I love the Q's. But this particular situation, and this ex, we are actually cordial. We're cool now, but in that time we weren't. So shout out to him. Shout out to the bros, good bros. I love y'all to death. 1911, the real. Purple and gold. Whoop, whoop. So I was dating him. His line brother is a good friend of mine, and I love him to death. I love him to death. So his line brother ended up introducing us. Long story short, me and old boy ended up making it into the Instagram. The Instagram. He slid in the DMs. I remember the text. I remember what I commented on his picture, and I was like, you know, at this point, let me just clone you and make you mine.
And I
yeah, I was smooth with it, bitch. shit was corny as fuck. This had to be like 20. This had to be like 2014, because Christian was 1. So I shot my shot at the time, and he bit, baby, like a dog on a bone, baby, because y'all see all this, yeah, period. So he bit, of course, and we exchanged numbers and went from there. I want to say, so at the time he lived in Atlanta and I lived in Augusta. If you're not familiar with my backstory, I'm gonna have to give you guys, I'm gonna catch you guys up later on that, but my father's from Augusta. I graduated from Augusta, Georgia. Simple as that. So we was doing the back and forth thing. No, I don't like long distance. I just somehow happened to get into these long distance. So yeah, we were doing the back and forth thing, and my first time meeting him, y'all, yeah, honey. Fast forward, we were in, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even say it was committed or whatever, but I would say we started getting toxic when it was just how he would move. Like, Derek would move so funny to the point where I would just be like, I'd be questioning myself as a woman, and I should never feel like that. I remember the very first time I had to jump stupid on a nigga. Derek, any other time Derek would invite me down to, you know, at the time he went to, we're gonna say Albany. He didn't go to Albany, but he's from Albany, so we're gonna say he went to Albany State. At the time, the Qs had a party with the Kappas. If you're familiar with the HBCU, the Pretty Nasty party. So there was a Pretty Nasty party coming up. I knew about it because I also had friends. I want to say any other time he'll invite me to a probate, to a party, you know, invite me down. Well, I'll hang out. This is 2016 now. So this is 2016. No, this is 2015 going into 16. And they had a Pretty Nasty party. This bag. No. This is not the Pretty Nasty party. This was a different, I think I'm gonna say this was Founders Day. So the Pretty Nasty party, we did have an issue there, but this was Founders Day. This was the very first spat that I ever had with him. And I remember this man calling me, y'all, I should have known then that he was on some fluky fluke. He called me and it was like 10 o'clock and he's like, well, my phone's about to be off because, you know, we worried about the party. I'm just trying to, you know, make sure everything is good. Okay, okay. I didn't hear from my man I didn't hear from him until the next day. So I knew that was red flag number 1. He probably was with a female at that time. Fast forward to red flag number 2 was the Pretty Nasty party. Pretty Nasty party, normally, oh boy, he invites me out. I decided to, I'm like, dang, he didn't invite me this time, so what's going on? Fast forward to the Pretty Nasty party. Normally he invites me out, and this time I should have known that this was a red flag. This time he didn't. So I decided to just, you know, I'm like, something's just not right. He was like, no, it ain't nothing like that, you ain't gotta come, da 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 da. And something was just wasn't right. So I ended up hitting my homegirl up. I was like, girl, let's go, we about to drive down to Albany. So like I said, he didn't go to Albany, but where he went to school was close. So it was like 4 hours. It was a 4-hour drive from Augusta to where we were going. I hit my homegirl. I was like, let's go down here. We're just gonna drive. We're gonna turn around. Yes, I drove 4 hours. So we pulled up to the party, y'all. And there's this chick sitting her big ass, because I was skinny at the time, sitting her thick little behind on my nigga's lap. And I pull up and I'm just like, hey. And he looked like he saw a damn ghost. Oh, girl was looking at me smirking like, y'all, everything in my soul wanted to 1, 2, 3 bop her ass in the fucking face. Like she was just sitting there like, smirking. Like I should have smacked the smirk off her face. And so I just walked up to him and I was just like, hey. And he was just like, oh. I was like, nah, it's okay. I said, question, did he tell you he had a girlfriend? Straight like that. The girl looked at me, y'all, I swear to God on my soul. Shorty looked at me and said, no. No. Shorty looked at me and said, yeah, I just didn't expect you to be here. On my mother and my father, everything in me, I blacked out. I snatched old girl and we were fighting. We got to scrapping. Like, y'all, I was trying to fight him. I was trying to fight the LBs. I was trying to fight everybody. My homegirls was in it. It was just a lot. I took him back. Ultimately, our relationship was just toxic as shit. We were like, I knew he was cheating on me. There were times where I would want to break up with him. I'd be like, okay, we're done. Like, looking at him dead in the face, we're done. And he'll be like, all right, let's go. Come on, let's go take a nap. And I'll sit up there and go take a nap like a dummy. Y'all, like, I used to be boo-boo the fool for this man. And we eventually just decided to just call it quits. Like, he started to move differently. Like, our relationship, like I said, was up and down, up and down, up and down. And I want to say this was summer of 2017. I was traveling from Alabama going back to Augusta, and I don't understand what I was there for, but he ended up hitting me up and he was like, are you still in Atlanta? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, well, can you pull up? So I ended up pulling up because I did stop in Atlanta. He ended up watching my Snapchat, whatever. Ended up pulling up, and he got out the car, y'all, and he just basically confessed his love. He was like, I want to make this work, you know, I really do like you. All that little chicken bullshit that y'all niggas be saying that ain't true. Me being the little bubblehead, okay, but I decided to play it completely different, because at the time I started talking to other people. And then what's crazy is I met G in 2016, around the time the Pretty Nasty party, like around this time. This is when I met G. And at the time, G had shot his shot, and I told G completely, I got a man. I didn't have a man, but me and him was still, you know, I just personally don't believe in bringing another person into an equation when you're not completely done with this. Depending on, hold on, before anybody gets to me, depending on the situation. In my situation, I was still having sexual relations with this man. So my whole thing is, why? Like, if I'm still gonna be fucking, I can see if I was just talking and we was just dating. Okay, yeah, because I'm dating at this point. I'm dating you, and I'm dating you, and this is dating. I'm not anything exclusive. We're not in a relationship. Like, I'm literally just dating and getting to know people, to the point where if somebody does want something exclusive, they can come to me as a man, and then I can, you know, move accordingly. In this particular time, I was actually still hunching off on this man, and I just didn't believe in that. And then G was just a little too far for me. He was in Mississippi, and it's so crazy because we're doing it now. But he was just a little too far for me. And in that mental capacity, I was 20, I think I was like 24, because I turned 25 in 2018. So yeah, I was like 23, 24 when I met G. And so it just wasn't right. I was dating around. I didn't put all my eggs in one basket. Now, don't get me wrong, Derek did still have my mind gone, y'all. He had my head gone, but I also wanted to stand my ground, because at this point, we're going on 4 years of the bullshit, bro. Like, I met this man, I met him in 2011, and here it is, now it's 2017. We're going, and we were dating, like, we're just going on the back and forth roller coaster. Like, y'all, me and this guy had been back and forth since 2011. That's the thing. Like, he was consistent. He was very consistent. I think this was July of 2017. He was consistent for 3 months, y'all. He was texting me every morning. You know, he was checking up on me, checking up on Kay. And mind you, throughout our whole entire relationship, he had never met Christian in person. He's always seen him on FaceTime. When we broke up and I moved to Atlanta was the first time he actually met Christian, and we weren't even together then. So that's how, like, I'm real. Like, I don't play about me. That's how much I didn't play about me. Like, what I mean by play about me is Christian's a part of me. So you could play with me as a person, but when it comes to my child, you're not finna play with him. So I don't allow everybody around him, because Christian can get attached. His dad, yeah, it's just a lot. So yeah, after the 3 months, I didn't hit him up. I didn't even ask, you know, what was going on. I kind of just knew how it was going to go, because it was a repeated pattern with him. Like, he'll say he want this. In this particular moment, he's the type of guy who wants their cake and eat it too. And for me, I was the cake and eat it. And he just didn't respect that. He didn't respect that at all, because he was still messing with other people. Simple as that. He ended up becoming a personal trainer, and he was always one of those type of people. I don't like to put my personal business out on social media, and he is like that. I will give him that, because he has a child now, and we rarely see him, but I know he has a child. So I respect that. And I was also one of the type of people, like, I don't want everybody in my business, like, but at the same time, as I am how I feel and think like an adult now in my adult age, I do kind of feel a little differently. But that's neither here nor there. Personal training was kicking up and everything. Like, y'all, I held this man down. Like, he had lost his job as a teacher. I funded his business. Like, it was just so much as a single mother that I was on food stamps, and I was filling up this man's food, like, house with food stamps, groceries. Like, at the time, Christian was 1, so I didn't see anything wrong with helping. I was helping. Do I have a big heart like that now? Heck no. But I was helping. I was just trying to show him that I was a real down-to-earth ride or die. Girl, fuck that. I found out that I was getting ready to move to Atlanta, and I just felt like, okay, that can be a stepping stone with him and I, because we started back talking around New Year's of 2018. And he was just like, he was going through stuff, and I accepted for this. And then my whole thing was, I was getting ready to move, so why not, you know, make it work with somebody that I already know out there. I shouldn't have did that. What's crazy is when he found out that I was moving to Atlanta, y'all, the conversation started, like, it just flipped. We were talking heavily, like, you know, we were, you know, saying that we was gonna do this. Like, he was hitting me up, like, it was a legit thing, y'all. And when I say we have history, our relationship goes deeper, but I'm really just trying to make this a short version, because at the end of the day, I am still in a relationship, and I do like to respect my boyfriend. But I just had to get this out, like, because let me tell y'all, stupid. Before we even get into this, my oldest brother is stationed in the military, and when it comes to my relationships, I do not tell my brothers who I'm dating, especially if it's not serious. When me and Derek, he's also a part of my brother's fraternity, so that's also a little sore thumb. So my whole thing is, I never told anybody about me dating this individual besides my god brother. He knew, but he didn't tell them. But my god brother also didn't know about this particular issue when it came to Derek. So my oldest brother, I'm on the phone with him, and I'm just like, he was like, you getting ready? Are you excited to move to Atlanta? At the time, I was getting on my fitness or whatnot, and I was like, yeah. I said, I'll just go ahead and be honest with you. I've been rekindling things with my ex-boyfriend. He's a personal trainer, so I just been I think I'm gonna go with him because I'm trying to find a personal trainer. At the time, my brother's Neo was my personal trainer, and I was just trying to find somebody that can actually just keep my body right in momentum. And why not trust my man? You get what I'm saying? Like, why would I hire another man to be my personal trainer, and I technically have my man here that can help me? So my brother was like, oh, well, we're gonna name my brother's friend Crystal. He was like, you know, Crystal's a personal trainer out there now too. I didn't even know Crystal had moved to Atlanta at all. So I was like, oh no, I did not know that. He was like, yeah, her and her dude owns the gym. Now mind you, I'm like, okay, cool. I said, oh, that's a bet. He was like, yeah, they work at so and so. He said the gym's name. So I was like, oh, that's weird. I was like, that's crazy. My ex, you know, he's a personal trainer out there or whatnot. He was like, oh, that's cool. He was like, yeah, matter of fact, her dude is the bros. Oh, well, I ain't never tell you, but I did date one of the Qs, and this is the guy. This guy, he's a bro. Here it is. Yeah, what school did he go to? Oh, he went to Albany. Oh, bro went to Albany too. Oh, that is so crazy. They probably know each other. When did he play? Oh, he pledged in such and such. Oh, wow. Was it a fall or the spring? No, the ace of the line, it was the spring. Bro. So me tracking back to what my brother is saying, he's basically telling me that his best friend is dating my current ex/boyfriend. But you gotta understand, my ex ain't nothing but 2 years older than me. My brother, at the time, my brother was 36 years old, and so was his best friend. So he had him a little sugar mama baby, period. I get it, because Derek was the type of person, if he asked for it, if you can't get it for him, he gonna get it for somebody. He's gonna get it from somebody else. And I hate to say it like that, but you really do have niggas out here with their hands out, and he was one of them. I'm just like, that can't be, because he was like, yeah, they just went to a wedding for New Year's. Now mind you, Derek's line brother had just gotten married around that time. I'm like, okay, well, he's going to invite me because I know his line brother, we're all cool. Derek told me that per the line brother's wife, she said you can only wives and fiancés are invited, no girlfriend. So I'm just so fucking confused as to how this young lady is going to a wedding with my ex, well, my man, but yet it just didn't make sense. So I'm like, huh? And I was like, I don't think we talk about the same person. Girl, you're talking about the same person. My brother literally just told me he pledged this time, he went to school here, like, it's me in denial. There's no fucking way. My brother drops this picture on me, y'all, and lo and behold, it is my nigga cutting up on a dance floor with his beach. How did I become the side chick? Huh? This nigga was planning to propose to this woman on my birthday, y'all, this following year. That is so crazy. Like, everything in me was livid. You can't be playing, y'all. When I say shit hit the fan by the time we got to the end of the day. To speed it up, because we know how niggas lie. So to speed it up, me and my brother was like, fuck it. Me and my brother basically came up with this plot and this scheme to just basically tell her, like, how can we get her to listen and actually believe that this is true. Because when I say the nigga had a mouthpiece on him, y'all, that would, like, my manipulator it's a thing. He was a true mind manipulator. My brother was gonna call her on his regular phone. My brother called me on his iPad, and I called Derek on my son's iPad. Cool. My brother did call her and they had a long conversation. Like, the girl was upset, y'all. I didn't feel bad for her at all, because at the end of the day, it's a reason why I didn't feel bad for her, and we're gonna get there. So my brother ended up calling her and he was like, okay, well, she's calmed down, she's finally got on the phone or whatever. I said, okay, cool. I didn't even speak to her, because at the end of the day, I don't owe her anything. Girl, I've been here, you just got here, so I don't owe you anything. And I'm not upset with you because you didn't know, but like I said, I don't owe you anything. No, we're not gonna name her Crystal. We're gonna name her Brittany. I said, well, who's Brittany? I don't know a Brittany. Who's Brittany? I don't know a Brittany. Eric, I'm gonna ask you one more time, and before you even fix your mouth to lie to me, I need you to tell me the complete truth. Because 9 times out of 10, I already know. And I told him like that, straight up, because it is true. If I'm asking you something, fellas, if it's a man watching this right now, 9 times out of 10, if a woman is asking you something 3 times, 9 times out of 10, we already know the answer. We just wanting to know if you guys are going to tell the truth. And in this particular situation, I knew my nigga was not going to tell the truth. So I said, again, Derek, who is Brittany? It's a client that I train. You know what? You're full of shit.
And
Brittany is my brother's best friend. You know, my brother, the cute dog, the ace, no, the deuce. Okay, what? So at this point, I already know the truth, so you might as well go ahead and tell the truth. Y'all, when I say I had this man so backed up in a corner, he was on, like, I really wish you guys could see his face. Like, he's so chocolate, but it was like his face just flustered. All the blood just flustered after finding out that this man had been cheating on me for the past, like, the whole past year and a half. Basically, like, they were together for 2 years. So out of the 4 years of us being together, 2 years, and then I became main to side. That's fucking wild. So at this point, y'all, shit done hit the damn fan. Derek is looking at me and I'm on FaceTime. Oh girl, she's got her muted, got my brother muted. So I'm like, at this point, like, I just really want to know the truth. I said, as far as any type of relationship between you and I'm really good on you right now, because you just lied to me. And the fact that you could just lie to me with a bold straight face, that's scary. So I feel like you owe me that much. So who is Brittany? A girl that I train. I said, is she a girl that you train, or is it a girl that you're training and you're fucking? And it's Brittany. It just happened. Nothing just happens, Mike. Sorry, y'all, I almost said his name. I said happens, Derek. So, like, when he in the day, like, you gotta understand, you wasn't here. I just didn't. Oh, did you cheat on me because she was out of a convenience for you? You know, was it convenient? Being fair, to be honest, yes. Y'all, it was like the minute he said yes, this heifer hung up that phone and called him, because he got off the phone with me. My brother unmuted the phone and he was just like, bro, that's just fucked up. Long story short, apparently she had just got recently divorced. She's had him around her kids, yada yada. I get a phone call back, y'all. This is when the shit gets fucking funny. On Everything I Love, this, I answer the phone and he says, "What the fuck? What? What the fuck? You just messed up my fucking happiness." Huh? Like, bro was going off. It was like everything just came out. He told me straight up. He was like, "You messed up my happiness. Like, I was getting ready to marry this girl. Like, you just came in and ruined everything. Why you just couldn't stay where you were? Yada, yada, yada." In that moment, I knew my worth as a woman. It was just bad. Like, it was just bad. Like, I went through everything with this guy. Like, I've had a miscarriage with this man. Like, if I didn't have a miscarriage, I really feel like I dodged a big ass bullet, because if I didn't have the miscarriages with him, I would have had 2 kids by now. I would have just had 3 in total altogether. But God just knew, y'all. Like, God just freaking knew. And as far as old girl goes, like, she ended up cheating on him with a woman 2020. Before I even moved to Texas, he ended up coming over to my house and he apologized. He told me straight up, he was like, he fucked up. My ex was the type of person that would make me feel like I just wasn't pretty enough. Like, he would talk about all these thick women and how I didn't have enough ass and all this other stuff. Like, just little things. I don't like talking about him because I don't want nobody to feel like they still got power over me. Not once did I get mad at old girl. I didn't get mad at her. I just felt like there was no need for me to talk to her. She did end up reaching out to me. She made a comment to my brother that really just didn't sit well with me. She was just like, "Well, I'm just trying to figure out what does he want with somebody so young." I said, "But the thing is, sweetie, I'm not somebody so young. I'm somebody so young to you. What do you want with somebody so young?" That's the question. That was like my only thing from her. But that's the only time me and her that actually talked. Like, after I asked her that question, I felt like she felt some type of way, and she ended up hanging up the phone and she couldn't be a woman about it. I'm not about to argue. This is not no Barbara, "Hey Barbara, this is Shirley" type of situation. I'm not that type of chick. If my man is cheating on me, ain't no way in hell I'm going to the girl, unless that's a friend of mine or I know shorty and she just know that me and this nigga together. But in this particular case, she didn't know me. Well, she didn't know me because that's my brother's best friend. She don't know me like that. I didn't know he was dating her, and he, you know, just at the end of the day, it was this nigga's fault. Simple. So basically, long story short, he did end up apologizing like a year later, and he always says it to this day that that's his karma. And I really do believe that, and he deserves it. And I'm not about to be like, "No, it's not." No, it is, because I was a good woman to this man, and I curved G. If y'all, look how God worked, because God spent the bet. He spent the block bet with G, because I really could have lost him. But as far as old girl, she ended up getting married to the other old girl. Moral of the story is, y'all, check these niggas, not these females. Like, y'all want real talk, y'all want girl talk from me, this is my girl talk. Like, sometimes it's not the woman. Like, you really gotta maneuver through like the bullshit. And also, we live in a day and age where social media is a thing. It does raise my eyebrows when some dudes, they say, "Well, I don't be posting all that," but yet they'll post their mom and all them and everything on social media. Like, but yet you have a social media account. If you go on my Instagram page, G is on my page, but he's not all over my page. What's understood doesn't have to be explained. That's a bullshit. That's just bullshit when it comes to a relationship, because it does have to be explained. We understand that we're in a relationship, but everybody in the world don't. We live in a day and age where people do not respect fucking relationships. Simple as that. And as a female, a real female, when it comes to these dudes, listen to what the fuck they say in the beginning. Stop trying to change their mind. If he say he not a social media ass nigga, all right, cool. Bet. But you need to let people know who I am. If that's something that you stand firm on as a woman, I let G know that in the beginning because of my past. My ex used to try me and say, "Oh, I don't post all da," because he was cheating. So he didn't want, he wanted a no face, no case. But as far as with G and I am on G's page. G doesn't post me all the time, and I don't expect him to, because at the end of the day, that is his page. But it is known that he has a girlfriend. Derek was not the type of person that would tell people he had a girlfriend unless it was for showboating. So I was honestly a trophy to this man because I was small and I was pretty, as he say. But you gotta understand, like, y'all can't believe everything these niggas say either. When it comes to dating, real talk, I need, a lot of y'all need to hear this. Stop trying to rush him. Stop trying to make him be something that he's not. Stop. When you go on a date with these niggas, stop asking them, so do you want kids? Like, y'all don't have to ask everything. Everything don't have to be, like, you don't have to know everything right then and there. When me and G first started talking, like, it was never a, do you want kids? Why are you single? Da, da, da. None of that. It was, the conversation just flow. Let the conversation flow. Stop overthinking that shit, sis. Like, because at the end of the day, if that nigga want to cheat, he gonna cheat. Whether you put in all your eggs in one basket, or one egg in this basket, that basket, that basket. They're gonna cheat if they want to, regardless. So you can't stop anybody from cheating. You can't stop him from talking to this female. Like, it doesn't matter how good your sex is. It doesn't matter how good your talk game is, your mouth game, none of that shit. None of that shit matters to these niggas when it comes to a piece of vagina. If a man tells you that he is not ready for a relationship, listen to him. That's not saying that, oh, I don't want to talk to him because he's not ready. He might not be ready right now, but that doesn't say that doesn't mean you make him ready. You can't make a man ready for anything that he's not ready for. Basically, what that means is, okay, cool. When G told me that he was not ready for a relationship, I said, okay, bet. I backed down and I continue to talk to other people. It may be hard. I understand it may be hard, y'all. You may have that one guy that you just really fool with, you talk to, but you also gotta stand up and boss on these niggas. These niggas be getting too comfortable. Stop letting these niggas get too comfortable. Even in relationships. My man has gotten too comfortable before too. That's just real talk. I say this to say, as a big sis, little sis, whatever sis, put you first. Your self-worth and your peace of mind is first. If you have to ask yourself at any point in a relationship, where are we going, let that nigga go. You already know. You know why? Because you're asking that question. I've never, and this is just being completely honest, I've never had to ask G where we're going. Never. I'm sorry. Like, and I hate to say that. I hate to try to make it seem like my man is just so perfect, because he's not. But it's true, because we talk, we communicate, and stop talking to them bald-headed ass friends of y'all's, period. That's real talk with me today. Other than that, y'all, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't long, and I hope the story time, you know, help some of the little girlies out. Like we always say, make sure you guys tell a friend to tell their friends, and tell their friends to tune into Simplicity is Tea, and tap in. We're gonna wrap this up, and I'll see you guys on the next Girl Talk / Story Time with Tori. Bye.